Good morning children. This is our grade 4 science video class. Okay, today we are going to see lesson 1, preparation of food in plants. Okay, preparation of food in plants. Before going deep into this today's lesson, we'll have small recap of our previous lesson. That means the same lesson, previous part. Okay, this lesson deals about plants. We know about plants. Plants make their own food. Isn't it? Plants make their own food. They have the ability to prepare their own food. அதுவாவே அதுக்கு தேவையான உணவை தயாரிச்சுக்க முடியும். Clear? How do the plants have the ability to prepare their own food? What makes a plant to prepare their own food? Because plants are doing the photosynthesis work. The name of that process is photosynthesis. Okay, what is meant by photosynthesis? That is the process of making food in green plants. Look at the word green plants. The process of making food in green plants is called photosynthesis. Isn't it? So, the preparation of food happens here. How it is possible in green plants? How it is possible? Because plants have leaves. What they have? They have leaves. Plants have leaves. We studied about the structure of leaf, isn't it? In previous session we studied, no? So what they tell? What is present in the leaf? Stomata. Pore. Hole is there. A tiny pore is there. Stomata is present in leaves. So through the pore and the hole valiya, what is entering in and out? The exchange of gases happens in and out. Isn't it? So what are the things are needed for the plants to make their food? Plants have to prepare their own food. No, what are the things are needed for the plants to prepare their own food? Air, water, sunlight and soil. Isn't it? So through the roots, they absorb water and minerals. Plants absorb water and minerals through their roots, isn't it? And stem passes this to leaves. Okay, in leaves, what are the things are happening? In leaves, in every cell, one green pigment is present. I said no. What is the name of that green pigment? Chlorophyll. What is that? Chlorophyll. The green pigment, nirami, present in leaves is called as chlorophyll. What is the work of this chlorophyll? I said trapping the sunlight, absorbing the sunlight. So what are the things are needed for the plants to prepare their food? Air, water and nutrients, sunlight. What? Air, water and nutrients, sunlight. How plants receive air? Through the tiny pores. Where the tiny pores are present? In the leaves. What is the name of the tiny pores? Stomata. Okay. So many pores are there. Tiny pores are there on the leaves. Okay. So that pores we call it as stomata. Clear? So what is happened through that pores? Exchange of gases. Air is the mixture of many gases. Air is the mixture of many gases. So exchange of gases happen through the pore. That pore name is stomata. Where the pore is present? The pore is present in the leaves. Okay. The pore is present in the leaves. Okay. Then water and nutrients. Water and nutrients are needed for the plants to make their own food. Water and nutrients are needed for the plants to make their own food. So, the water and nutrients are absorbed by the roots. Okay, it's present in the soil. Water and nutrients are present in soil. Through the root, the plant absorbs that water and minerals. Then they pass it through the stem and it reaches the leaves. So in leaves, the vein network of veins are there. No, through the veins, it's supplied to every cell of the leaf. Okay. Then sunlight also needed for the plant to prepare their food. How the sunlight is trapped, absorbed, eppadi grahichikkudu? Because a pigment is present in the leaf. That pigment name is chlorophyll. Isn't it? So how do leaves make food? The leaves make food if the air, water, nutrients and sunlight is present. It prepares the food. That process is called photosynthesis. Are you clear, children? So the sunlight, presence of sunlight is very much needed for the leaf to prepare their own food. That's why we call leaf is the kitchen of the plant or food factories of the plant. Food factories of the plant. We can say it is leaf, kitchen or food factories of the plant, because leaf only doing the photosynthesis process. What is the photosynthesis process? Preparation of food. How the plant prepare the food? With the help of all these four things: air, water, nutrients and sunlight. Okay. What is the end result of the photosynthesis process? And the vela pannona enna kedaikum? It prepare the food. Plant prepare the food. Isn't it? Look at the picture. Through the roots, water and nutrients are passes to the stem and it reaches the leaves. And in leaves, the sunlight is absorbed. And through the stomata, exchange of gases happens. So what is the work is being happen there? Photosynthesis work. What is the result of the photosynthesis work? And the vela nadandu mudinjona enna kedaikum? Food is prepared. As a result of photosynthesis work, food is prepared. What is the food? What is the food? Starch. We studied in previous session, no? Starch. Starch is prepared as a result of photosynthesis process. Okay. What is starch? Green leaves make food in the form of glucose. First it makes food in the form of glucose. That glucose is what? A simple sugar. That glucose only then converted into starch. So that glucose only stored as starch. Okay. This is the product. அதாவது எண்டில் கிடைக்கிறது. This is the product of photosynthesis. Food prepare ஆயிடுச்சு. Okay. I said exchange of gases happens through the stomata. Isn't it? So the stomata is the tiny pores present underneath the leaves. Okay. So both the sides pores are there, but many number of stomatal pores are present at the back side of the leaves. So through the stomata only exchange of gases happens, I said. Isn't it? See, through our nose only we take in oxygen and we are breathing out carbon dioxide. We breathe in oxygen and we are breathe out carbon dioxide. Exchange of gases. So the same way, through the stomata pore, the exchange of gases happens. Okay. So what are the gases are there? Carbon dioxide and oxygen. Okay. We have to write like this: carbon. So it's small hyphen dioxide. Then oxygen. Okay. See, we can write like this also. CO2. Have to write down at the O. Okay. CO2. Okay. C stands for this carbon and O stands for this oxygen. Di means 2. Okay. We can write like this also. Then for oxygen also. OXYGEN. Okay. Oxygen. O2. Okay. So in this way also we can write. See, you have to know this clear. That's why I am saying it separately. Clear, children? For the photosynthesis process, plants takes in carbon dioxide for the preparation of food. For the photosynthesis process, which gas is needed for this plant? Carbon dioxide. For the preparation of food, plants need carbon dioxide. Okay, so it prepares the food with the help of carbon dioxide, water and sunlight. So the photosynthesis process happens. At the end result, it releases out the gas called oxygen. It releases out oxygen and food, starch. Are you clear, children? So we can write like this also. Simple. Okay, see, photosynthesis process. Carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. The photosynthesis process happens. As a result, it gives out oxygen and starch. Oxygen and starch. Are you clear, children? So, this way also we can explain the photosynthesis process. Are you clear? When the photosynthesis process happens during the daytime, in the presence of sunlight alone, photosynthesis process, food preparation process happens in the plants. Photosynthesis process carried out only during the daytime. Listen carefully. Photosynthesis process carried out only during the daytime in the presence of sunlight. So, what gas it needed? Through the stomata, what gas is entered through the stomata? Carbon dioxide enter inside and water is taken. So, carbon dioxide plus water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, it prepare food in the form of starch and it release out the gas called oxygen. How the oxygen comes out? Through the same stomata. Are you clear, children? So, this way also we can explain the photosynthesis process. So, we are saying starch is prepared as a result of photosynthesis process. What is the proof? How can we believe starch only prepared as a food in the plants? What is the proof for that? So, for that, now we are going to do an experiment to prove that starch is prepared in the leaf. Starch is prepared in the leaf. Okay. So, in the previous session also we tested the potato, no? The potato, the stored form of starch is present in the potato. So, we tested. What solution we used to test the presence of starch in the potato? Iodine solution we used, no? The same way, now we are going to do a starch test in the leaf. And moreover that, so I am saying sunlight is needed for the plant to prepare the food. So very essential. Sunlight only very essential to prepare the starch. That is food. Isn't it? So now we are going to take a potted plant like this. Cover one of its leaf with a black strip of paper like this. Okay, black strip of paper. Edukku black color? Because black color only doesn't allow the sunlight to enter in it. Why we are doing this experiment? To show the sunlight is needed for photosynthesis. So, starch test we are doing. Okay. Photosynthesis process நடக்க கூடாது அப்படினா we have to cut down the sunlight. So in order to cut down the sunlight, we are covering a part of the leaf. ஒரு leafல ஒரு பகுதியை மட்டும், part of the leaf. So choose the center part of the leaf, cover a leaf like take a black strip of paper like this and cover the leaf. Okay, in the center part of the leaf, cover the leaf. Okay, leave the potted plant in sunlight for half a day, 6 hours. Okay, so leave the potted plant as such in sunlight. Now you pluck the covered leaf alone. Pluck na edu. So pluck that covered leaf, and now we are going to do the starch test in that leaf alone. So we took that leaf, covered leaf we took. But for doing the starch test, here in potato is white in color, we added iodine, we clearly seen the blue-black color. But look at this leaf, the leaf is green in color. If we added iodine also, the blue-black color, whether the blue-black color comes or not, it won't be clear. For the clarity of our result, what we have to do now, we are going to remove the green color from the leaf. So to remove the green color from the leaf, we are calling that process as bleaching. What is the process name? Bleaching. So we have to boil the leaf. We plucked that covered leaf from the pot now. So now we are first step, what we have to do? We have to boil the leaf. Okay. So these are the apparatus present in our science lab. This is what we call test tube. This is what we call the beaker. And this is stand. And this is burner, gas burner. Okay, the round color dish called as petri dish. Okay, so for this experiment we need all these apparatus. Apparatus na things in earth. Clear? So we plucked the leaf, the covered leaf we plucked from the plant. So take the leaf in order to remove the green pigment. What is the process called? To remove the green color and the color leaf or the green color. So we call that process called bleaching. So first step, we have to boil the leaf in water. First we have to boil the leaf in water. Okay. Take the leaf and leave the leaf in a beaker. Boil it. Okay. So take that leaf, remove the strip. Okay. Remove the black strip. Okay. The black pepper strip we covered now. Remove the black pepper strip and add the leaf in the boiling water. Test tube or in beaker. Okay. Boil the water, hot boiling water, add that leaf. So now the leaf is boiled. Then take the leaf very carefully with the tweezer. Tweezer na idiki. Okay. Take the leaf out from that hot water. Okay. So this is first step. Boiling the leaf in hot water is the first step. Now we are again going to boil the leaf. Ena green color inno pogala. Okay, again look at the leaf color, it's green in color. If we added iodine solution also, we are not getting the clarity of blue-black color. So in order to get the pure blue-black color, for that identification of starch only, we are removing the green color pigment and the chlorophyll full away edukrom. That process is called bleaching. So first we added the leaf in hot boiling water. Then the green color is present in leaf. So that's why again we are going to boil the same leaf in alcohol. The liquid called alcohol. What is alcohol? See, in science lab, so this we called spirit lamp, alcohol lamp. So this alcohol lamp, inside that alcohol is present. See it burning, isn't it? So alcohol, so it's like a fuel. So we are using the alcohol in science lab, laboratory alcohol this. So take that alcohol liquid in a test tube. See, in hot boiling water, we boil the leaf directly in water. But in alcohol, we can't heat the alcohol directly. So take the alcohol in test tube. Little amount of alcohol in test tube. Now you add that leaf. already we boiled the leaf, no? That leaf you added into this alcohol which is in the test tube. Okay. Now you holder, this we call it as holder. So by using the holder, hold the test tube. Okay. Now you keep the test tube as such inside the hot boiling water. What is that? Hot boiling water. Look at that, burner is burning, no? So the burner is there. So now you keep the test tube inside the hot boiling water. We can't boil the alcohol directly. Appre alcohol direct boil panna enna on the test tube. Okay. So we should not do like that. So keep it in the hot boiling water. So what is inside the test tube? Alcohol is present. So now it's boiling. Again the leaf. First we boiled in hot water. Now we are going to boil in alcohol. So 2 times. The same process we are doing in hot water boiling and alcohol boiling. So now the leaf is more softer. Okay, so take that leaf carefully with the tweezer. Now we are going to wash the leaf in cold water. Okay, sometimes the leaf may broken into pieces. So in order to prevent that, first you wash the leaf in cold water. So now you keep the leaf in Petri dish. After washing the leaf in cold water, now you keep the leaf in Petri dish, on the round dish. Plate Petri dish. Now, see, look at the color of the leaf. It's pale yellow in color, isn't it? So it is, all the green color is removed from the leaf. Why we remove the green color of the leaf? Then only it gives a clear identification of presence of starch when we are doing with the iodine solution. Green color ku mele iodine ஊத்துனோம்னா, see, we doesn't have any clarity. Edu blue black color மாறிச்சா மாறலையானே தெரியாது green color மேலேயே ஊத்துனோம். So in order to remove the green pigment from the leaf, we boil the leaf first in hot water, then in alcohol. Okay, then we wash the leaf in cold water. Now the leaf is ready for the starch test. Okay, so now you take a drop of iodine solution. We know it. Iodine added with starch, it gives blue-black color. So take a dropper, add few drops of iodine solution on the leaf. So in the center part only, center part of the leaf only, we covered with the black paper. Sunlight varama tadukkathukkaga black color paper we used. So that part, look at that part. We added iodine solution all over the leaf. Look at the center part. And the strip cover panna part, there is no color change in that area. Whereas we can see the color change in the upper and lower part of the leaf. Isn't it? So this proves that starch is prepared in the upper and lower part of the leaf, whereas in the part where we cut off the sunlight, in the center part where we cut off the sunlight, no starch preparation is carried out. No photosynthesis is carried out in the center part of the leaf because we covered that center part of the leaf with black strip in order to cut down the sunlight. Sunlight adu mele vilave illa, karuppu cover sheet nama pottadanaala sunlight center part la vilave illa. So no starch preparation in the center part of the leaf, whereas starch is prepared in the upper and lower part of the leaf. So upper and lower part of the leaf gives blue-black color while we are adding iodine solution to the leaf. Upper and lower part of the leaf shows blue-black in color, whereas the center part of the leaf doesn't show any color change. So this proves that sunlight is needed for photosynthesis. Sunlight is needed for photosynthesis. Sunlight irundha starch preparation nadakum. So this experiment proves that sunlight is needed for photosynthesis. Are you clear, children? Children, look at these plants. These plants have colored leaves. These plants are colored leaves, isn't it? So these colored leaf plants are called as crotons. What are they? Crotons. Okay, we can call these colored leaf plants as crotons. See, in these colored leaves also, the green color pigment called chlorophyll is present. But the chlorophyll is hides by the colored pigments. See, look at this red color leaf have red colored pigment. But under the red colored pigment, the green color chlorophyll is present. Are you clear? So, under the red color pigment, under, அப்பனா அது மறைச்சிக்குது. So, the colored pigment hides, H-I-D-E-S, hides means மறைச்சிக்குது. The colored pigments, in this red color leaf, red color pigment is more. So, it hides, அது மறைச்சிக்குது. But under that red color pigment, the green chlorophyll is present. So, in this yellow leaf, yellow color pigment is more. So, under this yellow color pigment, green chlorophyll is present in the leaf. This in pink color leaf, the pink color pigment is more. Under the pink color pigment, the green chlorophyll pigment is also present. So, it hides. அது மறைச்சிக்குது. The colored pigment hides the green chlorophyll. But green chlorophyll is present in the crotons leaves also. So, these plants also able to prepare their own food. So, don't think they are colored, they have colored leaves. So, adanaala photosynthesis nadakadu nenichikada. The colored pigment hides the green color pigment. So, chlorophyll is present there. So, photosynthesis takes place in crotons also. Photosynthesis takes place in crotons plants also. Look, children, we so far seen about green plants. Green plants able to prepare their own food because of the presence of chlorophyll in their leaves. But here in this world, some non-green plants also there. Non-green, N-O-N, non-na, illai. Green color illai. So, non-green plants, very minute plants also there. So, those plants do not contain chlorophyll. Chlorophyll adukku kadayadu. So, they doesn't have chlorophyll. So, because of no chlorophyll, they cannot make their own food. They cannot make their own food. So, they own food prepare panna mudiyadu because adukku chlorophyll illa. So that only they are coming under non-green plants group. Non-green plants group. Appadi enna plants miss? Those plants, example, molds. M-O-U-L-D-S, molds and mushrooms. Mushroom எனக்கு தெரியும் காளான். What is meant by molds, miss? சந்தேகம் வருது தானே உங்களுக்கு? See, listen carefully. Molds. Moldsனா என்ன? கெட்டு போன பிரெட்டை பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா? Look here. See this. அப்படியே அந்த பிரெட் கெட்டு போய் மேல இருக்கு இல்லையா? These are called as stale. கெட்டு போன அப்படின்னா stale. So the stale bread. So is covered by molds. MOULTS. அதுக்கு பேர் தான் moles. எப்படி இருக்கு? White color patchy இருக்கா? That's why they are non-green plants. ஏன் white color இருக்கு? Because there is no chlorophyll. So, அதால food prepare பண்ண முடியாது. They cannot make their own food. Then what they do for their food? என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? They take the organic matter from the bread. அந்த breadல இருந்தே அதை அப்படியே சாப்பிட்டுக்குது. Not only on the bread. See, டொமேட்டோக்கு மேல கூட இருக்கு. See, damp places. See, look at the ceiling. அந்த ceiling அந்த டேம்பா இருக்கு. அந்த செவுரு டேம்பா இருக்கு, ஈரப்பதமா இருக்கு. So on that place also the mold can grow. White and black patches are இருக்கா? So this is what we call mold. See, in onion, the black இருக்கா onion. So that we called as molds. So here these molds do not contain chlorophyll. That's why they look white or black in color. They cannot make their own food. So they are growing on the organic matter. Food particles only they are growing, no? So the decaying matter, and the அழுகி போறதுக்கு மேல வளர்றதுனால அந்த பொருளோட சத்தை இது எடுத்துக்கும். So they grow on dead and decaying organic matter. They grow on dead and decaying organic matter. They take the food from that organic matter. அதுல இருந்து food எடுத்துட்டு இது வளர்ந்துரும். Are you clear, children? These molds are very small living organism, plants, and very minute, very small, very minute. Under microscope only we are able to view the molds. So microscope la vechi அந்த mold பார்த்தா இப்படி தெரியும். Okay, look at the structure of the mold. Smaller structure, non-green plants. Clear, children? So now we are going to see about mushrooms. MUSH or OOMS, mushrooms. Okay, here this mushrooms also non-green plants. Non-green plants do not contain chlorophyll and they cannot make their own food. These are all plants. Mushrooms are all plants. Look at, there are variety of mushrooms are there. The mushrooms grow on damp region. See where they are growing. Look at the platform, the bed where it's growing. So they grow on dead and decaying organic matters. Look at there. Normally in gardens during the rainy season, the damp region on the trunk, tree trunk, அந்த மரப்பட்டையில எல்லாம் ஈரம் இருக்கும் இல்லையா, அதுல காளான் வளர்ந்திருக்கும். Okay, so different varieties of mushrooms are there. So all the mushrooms are non-green plants, do not contain any chlorophyll. Because there is no chlorophyll, there is no photosynthesis, they can't prepare their own food. ஆனா அதுக்கு food, அது வளரணும்னா அது எங்க இருந்து food எடுத்துக்குது? They take the food from dead and decaying organic matter. See here, this is what we call mushroom culture. அங்க பாரு அவங்க கல்ச்சர் பண்றாங்க. So how they are preparing the bed, அத பெட்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. See, straw வைக்க போட்டு அது துளா straws. Then cow dung. So decaying organic matter, nutrient rich organic matter is there. These mushrooms starts grow from there. And the organic matter அதை soften பண்ணி அதுல இருந்து அந்த mushroom வளரும். Okay, so they are non-green plants. Mushrooms are non-green plants. They grow on dead and decaying organic matter. Decaying na அழுகிட்டு இருக்கிற organic matter அந்த ஏரியால நிறைய வளரும். Are you clear, children? So now we'll see about energy flow. Energy flow in living things. What is that energy flow? Energy flow ஆகுது, ஒரு இடத்துல இருந்து இன்னொரு இடத்துக்கு மாறி மாறி போகுது. Okay, we all need energy. We all need energy. For what? We all need energy to do work. வேலை செய்யறது. From where we are getting this energy? From the food what we are eating. From where we are getting the food? We are getting food from plants and animals. Okay. So plants, from where the plants taking the food? How the plants preparing the food? So plants prepare the food in the presence of sunlight. Yeah, photosynthesis process. Am I right, children? Yes, plants prepare the food in the photosynthesis process, that is in the presence of sunlight. So from the sun, energy flows to the plant. From the sun, energy flows to the plant. From the plant, we taken the energy. And animals also utilize the energy. Isn't it? So this we call it as energy flow. Sun to plants, then plants to animals and human beings. So energy flow in this order. This is what we call energy flow in living things in the simple way. Clear, children? Now we are going to see interdependence of plants and animals. Interdependence. ஒண்ணுக்கொண்ணு டிபெண்டண்டா இருக்கிறது, உறவா இருக்கிறது. ஓகே, இன்டர்டிபெண்டன்ஸ். ஒன்றை சார்ந்து மற்றொன்று இருக்கு. இதை பொறுத்து தான் அது இருக்கு, அதை பொறுத்து தான் இது இருக்கு. That is the meaning of this word, interdependence. Okay, plants animals சார்ந்து இருக்கு, animals plants சார்ந்து இருக்கு. Interdependence of plants and animals. How? எப்படி? Listen. See, we are human beings. So animals also. We breathe in oxygen. உள்ளே எடுத்துக்கிறோம். We breathe in oxygen, whereas we breathe out carbon dioxide. We need oxygen gas for breathing, respiration. மூச்சு வாங்க, உயிர் வாழ. We need oxygen. We need oxygen. Okay. That oxygen is given out during the photosynthesis process in plants. Have you noticed? In the photosynthesis process, what is released out? Food and oxygen. That gas, oxygen gas, is taken by us. We are breathing that oxygen gas. And we are taking the food from the plant. So plants are doing photosynthesis process. As a result, they are releasing oxygen and food. We are taking the food and we are taking the oxygen too. Isn't it? Are you clear? So plants gives food and oxygen. Plants gives out food and it release out oxygen, and that is taken by animals. Animals included human beings and animals. Okay. So we taking that. Then we released out. What gas we are breathing out? Carbon dioxide. We breathe out carbon dioxide. That gas is taken up by the plants. We breathe out carbon dioxide. That gas is taken by plants. See, look at that front part of the photosynthesis process. Carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. So for the photosynthesis process, through the stomata, plant taking what gas? Carbon dioxide gas. And the carbon dioxide gas, from where they are getting? From the animals. So animals release out carbon dioxide, and that is taken by the plants for photosynthesis process. Then photosynthesis process முடிஞ்சோன்னா food and oxygen are released பண்ணும். That food and oxygen is taken by animals. So animals release carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide is utilized by the plants. So this cycle continuously happens in this world. This what we called interdependence. ஒன்றை சார்ந்து மற்றொன்று இருக்கு. Interdependence of plants and animals. Interdependence of plants and animals. Are you clear, children? Animals அப்படின்னா we and animals, human beings and animals. Okay, both are in same group. Okay, children. Now we'll see balance in nature. Balance in nature. Plants and animals depend on each other. Interdependence of plants and animals. Okay. But all on the sudden, if number of plants are increase, imagine all on the sudden if number of plants are increase, animals would not be able to give enough carbon dioxide to the plants. Plant number அதிகமாயிடுச்சுனா the animals not be able to give enough carbon dioxide for the plant to prepare photosynthesis, isn't it? So the balance get disturbed. The same way, if all of the sudden number of animals increase, the plants would not be able to supply enough oxygen and food to animals. As a result, the balance get disturbed. Are you clear, children? If number of animals increase, also balance get disturbed. If number of plants increase, also then balance in nature get disturbed. So we protect the plants. So in this world, we should protect the plants. So what are the steps are being taken by the government to protect the plants? The government launched Van Mahotsav programs. What is that Van Mahotsav? That is planting more number of trees. That means planting more number of saplings. Wherever the places are available, there and all, government is providing this program, Van Mahotsav programs. During this program, government gives, supplies more number of tree saplings, and peoples, they utilize their saplings they planted in their garden or in the roadside, like that. So this program we called it a Van Mahotsav program. Are you clear, children? So to maintain balance in nature, we must protect plants and animals. To maintain balance in nature, we must protect plants and animals. Okay. So government establish wildlife sanctuaries to protect animals. What is that sanctuaries? Saranalayam அப்படினு கேள்விப்பட்டிருக்கியா? Mudumalai sanctuary. Then in Madras, Vandalur Zoo and all, no, these like that. Many sanctuaries are established by the government in order to protect the wild animals. Wild and காட்டு வாழ் மிருகங்கள், wild animals. Okay, so government established many wildlife sanctuaries to protect the wild animals. Okay, so plants also are being protected there. 5th June is celebrated as World Environment Day. 5th June is celebrated as World Environment Day. Okay, what is an environment day? In order to bring the awareness, விழிப்புணர்வு கொண்டு வரதுக்காக. So plants and animals should be protected. This is how we should maintain the balance in nature. இந்த விழிப்புணர்வு கொண்டு வரதுக்காக. Okay, so World Environment Day is celebrated on June 5th. Okay, this awareness is being promoted. So what we can do as a students, what we can do, we can plant a sapling. We can donate a sapling to our school, or we can grow a new plant in our garden. So this is how we should contribute our part of work to our nation. Okay. So we can adopt a tree also. ஏற்கனவே ஒரு வளர்ந்திருக்க ஒரு மரத்தை கூட நம்ம அடாப்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். So நான் இந்த மரத்தை நான் பாத்துக்கிறேன். So in our garden, in our school garden, many trees are there. We can take care of any one of the tree. So that adoption. ஒரு ட்ரீயை தத்தெடுத்து நம்ம பாத்துக்கலாம். So this is how we can maintain the balance in nature. Okay, children. Along this is the end of this video class. Along with this video, I given the class work. Okay, write the class work in pen. Okay, questions are in black color pen, answers in blue color. Questions are in black, answers in blue color. You can use gel pen or ink pen. Okay, no lead. Okay, because the lead give impression in the next page, so don't use lead. And the அழுத்தம் இன்னொரு பேஜ்ல விடும். So don't use lead. Use a gel pen or ink pen. Questions are in black, answers are in blue. Write in cursive handwriting. Okay, children, cursive handwriting. You know, this is what we call it as cursive handwriting. Thank you.